Hey there everybody, this is Christopher Brower here with Daily Motor, and today we have one of my all-time dream cars, the Lexus LC 500. This car has such an amazing road presence. It's absolutely gorgeous, and if you have the 21-inch wheels, I think it is one of the best looking cars on sale today. This one is finished in a new shade of orange. Of course, we have that toasted caramel interior. Absolutely stunning. Let's go ahead and step inside. Got these pop-out door handles here that retract when the car is locked. And this interior is just such an incredible place to be. Let's go ahead and start it up while the door is open so you can hear it. A little bit of an obnoxious start up there. It revs to like 2,000 or 3,000 RPM when you start it. Oh man, this is just the car to be in right now. You can see our infotainment screen here. Not the newest unit, but I mean, in this car, it's really hard to complain about anything, so maybe I can complain about the infotainment. The mouse, not really the best, but I mean, that carries over from any Lexus that you have. Drive modes are up here, sort of LFA-esque. Up once for Sport, up twice for Sport Plus. This is the only mode that I've found that will let you turn traction off. Down once takes you back down to comfort, and then eco. I don't know why you'd ever use eco, but I like to drive it in normal sport. I have warmed it up today, which is good because when this car is cold, it's extremely clumsy and doesn't really like to do anything. These interior materials are just amazing. If you do get the track pack though, you get the nice Alcantara on the middle of the seats as well. In this car, we do only have it on the headliner and on the door panels, but you know what, that's okay. But enough talk about that. Let's get this thing on the road and see what it's like to drive. The shifter is quite peculiar. To your left and up puts you in reverse. To your left and nothing puts you in neutral. To your left and down puts you in drive. And one more click down puts you in manual mode. You can see that here. You are locked in first gear. So let's go ahead and take the LC out on the road. That rev limiter is just intoxicating. If there's one thing this car has, it is soul. Sure, it may be slightly slower than some of its competitors, and especially for its $100,000 price tag, it is certainly not the fastest, the best handling, the fastest accelerating, anything like that. But it has so much soul. It's such a driver's car. It is just the one to have. Underneath the hood, we have a 5-liter V8 with 471 horsepower. Not quite 500, but man, sure gets up and goes. We also have a 10-speed automatic, snaps through the shifts, rev matches, glorious, glorious rev matches. Upshifts are fast and crisp. Paddles are very, very reactive there. No real delay at all. Steering wheel is, well, just about the perfect size. My hands fit around it nicely. It's not too skinny, it's not too thick. It just feels perfect. This particular car has the touring package, so we have the full leather seats, we have Mark Levinson audio, and a few other luxury features. I think if I were to get one, I would go for a track pack car. Also, you can see this car has a sunroof. The track pack car has the carbon fiber roof, the deployable aero, which is pretty sweet. And of course, your Alcantara in the middle of the seats. God, that sound is just epic. That sound getting into Maserati territories of gorgeous, just absolutely epic sound. God, in those rev matches, absolutely intoxicating. Lexus set out to make a driver's car, and they just hit the nail on the head in every single category. This thing is just sublime. A little bit of traction control there to bump over the road. It is just such a pleasure. I never want to get out of this car. Last week I had that Volkswagen Passat and I was excited to get out of it, but this car just, I'm going to cry when I have to give it back. I have to have one of these one day. I cannot live my life now without an LC500 in it. This is actually the third LC500 that I've driven, but I think that with driving this car, it is just, it has sealed the deal. I've made up my mind. It's the best car I've ever driven. It might be slightly early in the review to say that, but it is just such a sweetheart. Lexus have absolutely nailed it with this car, and I really hope that it never goes away. Of course, with being a car of this nature, there are some things ergonomically and electronically that really just don't make sense. For example, my heated seat is on right now. It's extremely hot. I would like to turn it off. To do that, you have to click menu down here. Then you have to use the mouse to go over to, there it is, all the way on the right, climate. You have to click climate, which defaults you to the left side of the screen. You then have to go over with the trackpad, click seat/steering. Then once you get here, you have to go over once again, 2 clicks to the heated seat. Then you can turn it off. I think Lexus was so concentrated on making this the perfect driver's car that they didn't really think about other things like that. For example, we do have one cup holder. Now that is one more than the LFA has. It is a step up from the LFA. However, this is a 4-seater car. Maybe your passenger wants to have a drink as well, or maybe the driver wants to have a drink. The door pockets aren't going to fit drinks. You only have one cup holder. But with those little things set aside, you can forget about it. Push down once on the stick, downshift a couple times, and just listen to that V8 sing. It is just unbelievable. Oh, a little pop there on the rev match. I'd say 90% of the time I've had this car, I have been driving it in manual mode, solely because I like to hear it rev match. I don't super, care for shifting on my own, but downshifting on my own, yes. The shifts are so crisp and satisfying. The paddle feels great. As far as the seats go, I'm very comfortable. The ride is nice. This is a grand touring car that doubles as an absolute maniac when you're going through a tunnel. This would be the perfect road trip car if maybe if you had a little bit more space in the rear. If you're sitting back comfortably, the front seats do end up touching the rear seats, so more of an insurance seat situation there. But if you really needed to, you could have a third passenger sit maybe diagonally across the back or something. While I'm mostly happy driving this car, I am sad for the fate of cars like this one. How much longer are we going to be able to have brand new cars with 500 horsepower V8s that sound this mental? I just don't see it lasting much longer. It is the way of the future and we do have to accept it, but in my heart it makes me sad. Though the LC500 will be around, it's a Lexus, it should be fine. I don't know. It's just sad. When Lexus kills this car off, it's going to be a sad day for me. I don't normally drive like this, by the way. This is just me enjoying my last couple of hours with the best car I've ever driven. Oh, I hope you heard that one. Oh, that was the best one yet. Holy moly. Driving something like this does beg the question though. I was driving this the other day and I passed a C8 Corvette. Now the C8 Corvette would probably run you slightly cheaper for a similarly spec'd car, but is it as special? I have driven one and I don't think it is. I think that you get just that much more soul and that wow factor and more just a special feeling with the LC 500 that you don't get with many other cars nowadays. I'm sure 10, 20 years ago there's a lot of cars that make you feel this happy, but a lot of new cars really just feel the same, and this one just doesn't. There's something special in the soul of this car that is just unmatched to anything else, and for that, thank you to Lexus, thank you to the team of engineers that made this car, because it's a ray of sunshine in a market of cars that is just turning into gray, bland, SUV trash nothingness. This car is just the light, it's happiness, it's rev matches, it's trombone, echoey, bassy V8 noise. Oh my God, that snap on that one. It is easy to relax as well when you're behind the beige Chevy Impalas of the road. Stick it back into comfort and drive and just settle down. No need to go flying past. You're a nice elderly man in your Lexus. All is fine. We can go 4 under the speed limit for as long as you'd like, sir. When I go around the corner, though, I will probably put it back in a manual mode and hit limiter in second gear. But a car with somewhat split personalities is okay. As you can see, I can pretty much whisper right now. It's so quiet in here. All right, and that is going to conclude our drive of the Lexus LC 500, which is sad. I never want to stop driving this car. To put it in park, it is just a button right there, and that's it. We also have auto hold, which is nice when you're in the drive-through or traffic or something like that. All right, everyone. Well, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. This is the best car I've ever driven. This is Christopher Brower from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.